I think that's probably the most important question all of us, whether you're real estate, gold, silver, Bitcoin, or Ethereum or whatever it is. The question is, when does it go to Fed coin? When does a dollar become Bitcoin? And the reason that's important is that's how I've been tracking a lot on. Right now, it's called the transmission mechanism. The way the money gets into the economy is they need people like me, entrepreneurs basically, who can borrow large sums of money. So $160 million we borrowed, signed a paper to it. That meant $160 million was created out of thin air. So us entrepreneurs go in there, we create $160 million, but the banks give it to us, guys like Goldman Sachs or Wells Fargo or Bank of America. That money is just created out of thin air and it's pumped into the economy. The problem is the current transmission system only rewards people like me, real entrepreneurs who can handle large sums of debt. You see, without people like me who borrow money, or the CEOs who borrow money to buy back their stock, money doesn't exist. So the people who are whining and complaining, mostly school teachers, they're saying, well, how come the rich are getting richer? Well, they don't understand the transmission mechanism, excuse me, of money. So I have to borrow money for it to come into existence. And most school teachers can't even afford a credit card. So if all you have is a credit card, they don't need you. And then they're going to charge you exorbitant rates for that stupid credit card. Or they're punishing kids with student loan debt or payday loans. So the transmission mechanism is the current banking system, Wells Fargo, the hedge funds and all that. If it goes to Fed coin or Euro coin or Yuan coin or Yen coin, the banks are gone.
That's what I've been bringing up in interviews, right? And it looks like we're on that path, Robert, but I've been thinking, well, what place does that leave for commercial banks?
Danielle, it's the same thing as when when truck drivers are replaced by driverless trucks. I think that's 35 million jobs. So just think of yourself as, here I went to Wharton. I have my MBA in finance. I'm working for Goldman Sachs, and suddenly I can't even drive a truck.
What does this say about the relationship then between central banks and commercial banks?
That's why I'm pleased. The word is called the transmission system. How does a guy like me access money? And for most people, it's a credit card. And they're always bitching and moaning. Like Susie Orman says, cut up your credit card. Dave Ramsey says, cut up your credit card. I love my credit card. I love debt. You see, real financial education means you have to know how to use debt to take down large chunks of money. That's how money is created. That's this book here, The Creature from Jekyll Island by Griffin. Money is created when we borrow. That's what happened in 71 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. So again, the word is the transmission mechanism. And the big banks like Wall Street and all that, they got rich because of the transmission system. So when this guy from El Salvador says, hey, we're going to say, screw you, big banks, nobody cares. But if the Fed says Fed coin, every banker better be looking for a truck driver job.
Well, like I said, that they said they're going to be examining it this summer in depth, even though in the past Powell said they were in no rush to launch a digital currency. They've since changed tune here. Does the issue of privacy here concern you, Robert? If this is the road we're headed towards, and they will be able to know everywhere we're shopping, everywhere we're going, what kind of world will we be living in if all central banks will be releasing their own digital currencies?
Well, Orwell wrote a book about it. It was called 1984. It's the Big Brother is watching. That's where it's going. And so that's why I'm guessing, right now, I can tell you the price of this. It's probably $30, a silver eagle, if you can find one. But the thing that if they go to the central banking system, this becomes more valuable.
Right.
But so does Bitcoin. So what I'm saying to the Bitcoiners, because I just tease them too, like I tease everybody. I'm teasing the bankers right now. I say, you Bitcoiners are just peeing in the ocean. I said, the financial market is so big. Look at the bond market. Look at the derivatives market. And these guys are yakking about a little Bitcoin. I'm going, grow up, little kids. So the point here is this, though. If it goes to, let's say, and I'm not saying it is, if it does, the transmission system is taken out, but this and Bitcoin become more valuable because it's outside the system.
So, but let me ask you this then, Robert. Is there a sense of urgency now to get your gold, silver, and Bitcoin now? Because if in the future we have a digital currency, then they would be able to track the gold, silver, and Bitcoin you're buying.
You're getting it. What is untraceable that's valuable? That's the question. So lately, I've not been winning any fans with the liberals, but I would say 4 things I have been buying all the years I've been talking to you: gold, silver, Bitcoin, and bullets. I have made more money on bullets now because I am a Marine. I fought in Vietnam twice. I carry full automatic weapons. I don't carry an assault weapon. I carry a machine gun. And legally, they're called class 3s. So all these years I've been buying machine guns. And the trouble with the machine guns, they eat a lot of bullets. You know what I mean? I mean, a Glock 19 or what do those guys carry, the gangbangers carry, you might fire 8 bullets in a minute. My machine guns, I've stepped them up from 850 rounds a minute to 1,100 rounds a minute. So I was going through ammo at high rates of speed. So I would go to the gun shows, this was 20 years ago, and I'd buy pallets of ammunition. Today, I look like a genius. You can't buy bullets either. And now they want to register them. Now they want to put some kind of some mark on every bullet so they know who killed who.
Where's the demand coming from? People are just hoarding bullets the way they'd hoard silver, gold.
I am the arms dealer for my neighborhood, but I only
I picture
only
you
the arms dealer
in your jacket. Look what I have on the left. Look what I have on the right.
No, I have certain friends who can shoot, and if it's a gun for him, I said, how many times have you shot something? He goes, well, never. So I'm not going to give you a bullet because you might shoot me. So I'm the arms. The other night I went to our favorite restaurant. I walk in, I'm carrying this little Lululemon bag filled with 9mm bullets. I went to see my dentist. I said, what do you shoot? He says, 45. So I carried it with him, a bag of 45 ammunition.
There was no yoga mat in there.
So Danielle, the thing is what has value that's not traceable. That's the question. That is really the question today. So that's, if it goes to Fed coin or Euro coin or El Salvador coin, what will have valuable no matter what and is untraceable by technology.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear, Robert. Just circling back, I moderated probably the most famous now debate ever in history regarding Bitcoin versus gold. And I want to get your thoughts on it because, there's always this comparison. What's better? What's the alpha investment here? Is it Bitcoin? Is it gold? I believe in past interviews you said at the end of the day, though, even though you're exposed to Bitcoin, is it true you still prefer the metals?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why I pay attention to Bitcoin. And the thing I say, I was on Maria Bartiromo the other day. I said, buy something. And when you buy something, your intelligence goes up. But right now you're sitting on the sidelines. What is a Dogecoin is this? And you don't know anything. So just buy something. And then your intelligence increases.
Exactly.
That's about all I can say to people. Buy something, start, figure it out. But I would prefer gold because this is God's money. Silver is God's money, and this is getting scarcer and scarcer and scarcer because it's used in technology. And this stuff doesn't get scarcer, but it's going into hoarding now. So that's why I say it's booms, bust, or mania. We're hitting mania right now, Danielle. Mania. And our school teachers are still telling kids, oh, this is someday the government will pay $10 million. That's how stupid school teachers are. My whole family are school teachers. They all save this garbage. They save this garbage. And I keep telling them, why don't you buy one of these? Oh, no, I want one of these.
Right.
The problem isn't gold, silver, Bitcoin. The problem is stupid school teachers telling kids to save this garbage.